We are F4 residents at Horizon Juvenile Center. We are 16 and 17-year-olds in detention, but we are also strong Black and Latino youth who recognize that we did wrong and are changing our lives by doing positive things. Here is our story about a man who personally experienced the World Trade Center disaster on September 11th. Today he is alive and moving on and helping others.
Everybody, let's roll. Come on. Everybody, let's roll. Come on.
I'm hometown born and bred. I'm born right up here in Harlem, 155th and A. When I was small, though, William, we moved to Brooklyn, moved to a place called Bergen Street out in Brooklyn. When I think about my background, where I've come from, you know, I've been lucky. I keep saying it, but the truth is I have been lucky. I'm a technical writer, and everybody asks me what a technical writer is. All those manuals that you get with your computer, guys like me write them. I'm one of those guys. September 11th started off just like any other day. The company I was working for was located in Tower 2 on the 30th floor. We were attending a business training seminar. And we were all sitting around the room when all of a sudden, boom, we heard a loud explosion. And there was this smell. Later on, we found out it was fuel smell, but we just couldn't know what the smell was. At first, we didn't want to panic, so we thought perhaps they were washing the windows or something, maintenance was happening to the building. About 10, 20 seconds later, we had somebody come in and tell us, look, we got to get out of here. They said it was a bomb. They didn't know what exactly had happened. Being evacuated, I saw the second airplane hit. I was amazed and shocked. I just wanted to go home. After seeing the airplane and realizing there was nothing that I could physically do, I started to try to get home. And what I did was I started to walk towards the Brooklyn Bridge, over Chambers Street, over the Brooklyn Bridge. What I saw when I got to the Brooklyn Bridge was another story. About midway over the Brooklyn Bridge, I heard a few gasps from other people walking across. I turned around and I actually saw, and I actually got to see Building 2, the building that I was just in maybe 20 minutes ago. I saw it collapse. And again, the thing that came to my mind was those people are gone. I just couldn't see anyone surviving that. The next couple of days, it got worse for me. All of a sudden, all the fear that I didn't feel when it was actually happening started to come up. I started to think about things. What if I didn't make it? What if I was 20 stories higher? What if I was 10 minutes later? What if I had tripped down the steps? What if I was going over the bridge collapsed? I can't even begin to tell you what went through my mind after, the days afterwards, again, seeing it over and over again. I'm still surviving September 11th. One of the things I'm doing now that helps get me out of the house and help me to feel good about helping people is that I volunteer in the Red Cross doing some translating. I speak Mandarin Chinese. The reason I volunteer particularly for the Chinatown area is because of my Mandarin speaking ability. And also, when I first got to Taiwan, I needed help. There are a lot of people who kind of volunteered, even though they didn't realize it, and helped me out. You know, I'd be lost on the street, wanting to buy something, wanting to talk to somebody, something here, and in the beginning, I wasn't good at all. So folks, they helped me out. So I figured once I had heard that the Red Cross needed people who spoke Mandarin, or Chinese translators in particular, I was compelled to volunteer. It wasn't a big deal at all.
Site one has a lot of Chinese people, a lot of.
As I've come to volunteer now, and I'm glad I've done it. It's gotten me out the house. It's been therapeutic for me. Besides me giving those people a helping hand, it has also been good for me to get me out the house, to make me feel good about myself as well. I also feel like I'm a role model, maybe even an ambassador, kind of, sort of, because I get to bring the culture of, the Asian culture together, along with my co-volunteers from all over the place, the New York City culture. I also bring, our American culture together with the Asian folks. So I'm kind of an ambassador there, and I like the idea even if it's in my own mind, so to speak, of being a role model, of having folks look at me and say, hey, well, man, if this brother can learn Chinese, he said, I know I can kick a habit, or I know I can, whatever situation I'm in, I can get better. I spoke at the United Nations basically because I was lucky, perhaps the right place at the right time. You know, volunteering in Chinatown, speaking Mandarin Chinese, and being black, speaking Mandarin Chinese, kind of has made me stand out a little bit with the Red Cross as far as other volunteers are concerned. At the United Nations, this particular year has been the year of the volunteer, and on December the 5th, there was a closing program for this year of the volunteer. I was asked to speak on the spirit of volunteerism, and there I was, and that I did, and the rest is history.
We thank Mr. Robert Cloud.
One thing that we're all going to come away with this September 11th tragedy is that you just can't take the actions of a few people and make that the actions of a whole group of people. I think in my lifetime I've seen a lot of prejudice and a lot of things happen, as I say, growing up in America, being black in America. And I can definitely say that things have changed from that point of view. We've gotten better as a people, and I think with this tragedy, it's gotten better. As I say, you can't blame a small group for the whole group. And then something is, a lot of folks, you hear the old school folks say, whatever doesn't kill you makes it stronger. Well, I definitely feel that I have gotten stronger, and I only hope that those who've experienced this September 11th tragedy along with me have gotten stronger as well, or are on their way to becoming stronger.
Everybody, let's roll. Come on.
It's very rare you're gonna see a black man speak Chinese, and he's one of them rare people, you know what I'm saying? He's unique.
Yeah, you gotta look at the things that they do and look at the things that another person will do. Because another person could do negative things, that's all you saw in your life. So that could be good to you, but if you look at a person like Robert Cloud, you see what he's doing is positive. He's helping people get through their rough times and stuff. But if you see the other person that you're following is not doing that, you could just drift over and go with that one. It's gonna be hard, but,
Yeah, but
it's better to be flexible and be open-minded, be closed-minded, not gonna get you anywhere in life.
I think every day is survival because we all live through the struggle of life to get by day.
Life ain't a struggle, it's what you make it. It's the road you take, you know what I'm saying? Because as you growing up, it's two ways to go, you know what I'm saying? And the way you choose may not be the best way, but you gotta make the best way out of it. A lot of people choose the road that's not so good. A lot of people keep their head up, but a lot of people don't know how to do that. A lot of people feel like, yo, my life ain't going the way it's supposed to go, and they feel like, yo, I can't live no more.
We survivors because we in here and we ain't give up yet, you know what I mean? Our mind's still open to learning new things that's come. We learning from his experience on what he know and what he done to get where he at now. And I can say that we survivors because even though we in here, we still read books, we still interested in certain things. That's why I can say we survivors because we always want to learn from what he did in his life. So it's all there as coming survivors. We never gave up. When you following a role model though, you can like follow him to the fullest. You gotta make your own goals and be able to take your life over at a certain point and at a certain age because I could be 30 years old and still could be following you and what you doing and taking your footsteps instead of doing what I want to do. So you know what I mean? You gotta know when to stop and be your own leader.